gentlemen in the mix.
It's time for Power Hour. Is this your homework, Larry? Hello, traders. Welcome to the Friday stream. This is the last 60 minutes before the closing bell. We call that Power Hour around here. And it's going to be the close for the week. But it will not be the close for the month, where we have Monday and Tuesday, 30th, 31st. So, yep. And look at us on the day today. Bitcoin, we got a little less than 4 hours to go till its own daily candle close, and you're getting a follow through candle for now from the bearish engulfing. And when you get follow through after Japanese candlestick, it's a stronger form of confirmation than the candle itself. So let's just say if all stayed the same or equal in the next 4 hours, Bitcoin will be going for the lowest daily candle close since November 26th. Give me an audio check, chat, and everything check, okay? And yeah, we know between 92K and 99K, there's just not much to do but to just look and flip coins. The most recent piece of data, if you watched the stream yesterday, we articulated it did to the best of my ability with the confirmation high at the 99K level, these arrows representing the tests that failed. You had some price action this morning, fake out before the breakdown, and you just had a 4-hour candle close 9 minutes ago. Some would say bullish pin bar. I just don't know, man. Like, again, you're not at 92K, you're not at 99K, just flip coins. All right. Macro wide sell off. Big tech didn't do well. You know, anytime the macro stock market doesn't do well, typically it's not really great for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is performing better than a lot of the Mag 7 today, only down 1.3%, or the Mag 7 down more. Nvidia down 3%. I don't know, they're up off the lows for now, but just kind of updating you on the situation. Okay. So we're trying to get situated. I have 2 screens. I'm blinded by this backlight. I'm a green screen, by the way, in Hotlanta. Getting pampered. It's fun to do that occasionally. Looking back on the year that has been so blessed. What a year, chat. I hope a lot of you, I know a lot of you were here, a lot of you participated, a lot of you made a lot of money. So, you know, the end of the year is typically a time to reflect. You don't have much time to do that, because once the new year begins, 2024 is gone, it's time to look ahead. So, all right, that's your Bitcoin update. You rallied, then you valleyed, and then you hit your lowest price this morning, seen since December 23rd, not that big a deal. Again, you're not really in trouble till you're breaking really 92K, 91.5, okay? That's your Bitcoin update. Still just looking kind of blah. Hard to articulate an argument for a fresh long after a 40% run in 40 days. Because a deeper retrace would be normal, it'd be common, it wouldn't be a big deal. Oscillators just don't look like anything that we'd look for a big pivot and rally, right? Just negative momentum beginning to build, lots of it. RSI nearing its lowest level since October 10th, just rivaling that 23rd low. But still just neutral right now. Man, my head and shoulders on the RSI, good God, was it not there? Oof. All right, so that's where we are, man. Not great. Interestingly though, the altcoins held up pretty well. Like, really. Not all of them, but some of them. I mean, most of the altcoins today are up, which would mean Bitcoin dominance probably took it on the chin a little bit. Yeah, I mean, down 0.78% right now. Nothing crazy. Just spinning the wheels in the mud. Not going anywhere the past few days, the past week, 10 days. So, all right, Bitcoin dominance. Ethereum, it's up. Oh my God, it's up 0.32%. We're safe, chat. The bearish back test of the key level 2 times is invalidated, right? No, not yet, right? Remember, if you really want to see Ethereum fly, you have to see buyers recapture 3580, and there's no question about it. That's it. They ran it as high as 34.38 before the pullback. Pretty much flat today, certainly sitting below a key level that we need to desperately be above, and we need to be regarding it as support. We're not doing that yet. So the longer you stay below 35.20, the likelier it seems you'll eventually go for a $3,000 test. And it wouldn't be weird, it wouldn't be crazy, man. It wouldn't be a big deal, actually. So, all right. BNB. Still, I mean, the reiteration of yesterday's analysis, 3 falling peak situation. Things looked better earlier, 718 high, but the pullback taking you to 693, you're just right back at this 2021 old all-time high, just flirting with it. Not really, I mean, much to write home about, okay? Could be classic distribution for now. But anything above the 660s, 620s is technically all right. Looking better than even Bitcoin right now, looking better than Ethereum right now, looking better than Solana right now. It just is. Locally, maybe not, but more midterm.
Bro, are we in a Trump bull market mania or a bear market? If we are in a Trump bull market, then shut your bear ass up, nerd. 0.048938804 LTC. Bro, are we in a Trump bull market?
What the heck? Dang, man, I guess people who talk like that really probably haven't made much money, right? I mean, I don't know, dude. Like, when I've made a lot of money, I'm real happy. So, yeah, like, that's the thing, dude. Like, who are you again? Are you the guy that missed out on the 40% rally in 40 days and didn't realize any gains? Didn't own any MicroStrategy on the way up? You probably still own it today if you did. I mean, if you made a crap load of money, there's no way you're tipping that. No freaking way, dude. So I'm sorry you're poor, but thank you for your Litecoin contribution, I guess. Not really that grateful for it, since it was, you know, telling me to shut up and call me a nerd. No thank you, dude, for the $5, okay? Chat, you hear that? They're still out, man. I don't even know. Crazy. Yeah, I mean, yeah, what if you're in a long-term uptrend? You know, if Bitcoin goes to 85K, the Trump bull run is not over at all. The Trump bull run doesn't conclude until we fall probably below 75K, 73K. Like that would be the only way that this trend, I mean, that's not even really it though. I mean, your trend reverse is probably when you take out 67K, 66K, maybe even 60K, because these are previous discernible major swing lows. Yeah, you break 91, 92K, yeah, you're going for a retrace, and there's nothing here, so the retrace could be deeper than you could think. People would lose their homes. Here you go. If you want fib extensions, just from this low to high here, from this local price action we've been getting since November 27th, a 1272, 86K, 1414, 83K, and a 1618 would be 80K. Any of those levels get tested eventually, the trend is still very much long-term uptrend. So I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, you're poor though, and you haven't made any money. Dang, dude. Okay. So moving on, we looked at Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB. Let us look at XRP real quick. Just flat distribution going on locally, even if it's gonna rip higher. Oh my God, dude, this Navy-Oklahoma game down to the wire. Navy might win. 14 seconds to go. 13, 12. Hold on, y'all gonna give me a second, okay? Here we go. Oh my God, touchdown in the end zone with 6 seconds. Oh my God. Overtime. Unreal. So I don't know, 220 is kind of being tested as resistance today after yesterday was the lowest daily candle close we received since November 30th. There's just not much to do up here if you're a value trader, a swing trader, if you care about that stuff. It's just, there's nothing to do, man. Like, you're just asking to, I mean, this thing could go to 183, 165, 135, and it doesn't even matter. It's all good. Like, the trend's not in trouble. You just go for a deeper retrace. Smarter money can get more value perceived areas. Oh my God, are they going for 2? They are going for 2. No, of course, timeout. All right, God, man. Seriously, no one watching this at all? Y'all are crazy. Okay, so that's XRP, just sideways today after the lowest daily close of December, and the lowest daily close in nearly a month. And that bleed out could continue for a week or two more, or even longer, and it's still not a big deal. It's still in a long-term uptrend with a short-term correction, consolidation phase ongoing. Not a big deal, man. Let's go to Solana. I mean, it's bad. Like, if you cannot want to own Solana below 198. You just can't yet, okay? Remember, you had your forms of confirmation, 1 and 2 here. 1 and 2. It's down 1.46% today. Yeah, 1 and 2. They are going for 2. Oh my God. Oh my God! Navy wins! Navy freaking wins. Wow. What are you doing? I'm gonna just win it in overtime, dude. All right, so yeah, I mean, to me, looks like the 179 level is gonna be tested again. They don't hold that. I mean, it just would be normal, 168, 162. Oscillators don't look like anything on the daily that you would want to see, before taking a fresh long. There's no impending price action reversal implied on these daily oscillators at all. So with that being said, I just don't know what else you can do right now. You're still just sit and wait. Remember, there was a time to take action. It was in mid-September.
Imagine being bearish when Trump, the most pro-crypto president ever, just warned Elon is heading Doge, a government organization. All cryptos should hit their all-time high before next bear market. Why so bearish, nerd?
Who's bearish?
0.0490316 LTC.
Tell me you don't understand what true technical analysis is without telling me. Oh wait, you just did twice. So this dude obviously doesn't even know that the third target of the trade setup posted in September was hit, and Solana's down 30% since the third target, the exit of the trade setup, occurred. All right, so you're on a different wavelength, man. You're on this crypto X, Twitter Spaces thing, like people using TA to forecast and 900,000 Bitcoins to target, right? That's you. I get it, man. But here we're just looking to identify a framework that increases our probability, and at the same time we can manage our risk optimally. Strategic stop losses, max upside potential. That's all we're doing here. So we're just waiting for those structures to develop. The structures to develop at key inflection points after deep enough retraces. Because the party was incredible. It was a great party, and now we're correcting, pulling back. Still in a long-term uptrend. Hello, long-term uptrend, nerd. And short-term downtrends or corrective waves occur. They normally conclude after 88%, 95% retraces from previous lows. That means you have a little bit lower to go. A little bit lower to go on Solana. Okay, no structures right now for us to take action on, unless you just went along and go. That's going to the casino. You want to pull the lever? Go ahead. Plot machine. I'm not even saying bad. I'm saying like the price action is unfavorable. Unfavorable price action correlation to a key level from history. Okay? So there could be some more short-term downside, and it's not a big deal. It's a big deal to the people that came in later that missed the whole run, of course. But that's typical stuff. All right, Solana, XRP. Good look at Dogecoin. Just another one that just, hey man, the price action is correlating unfavorably to a key inflection point from history. It's undeniable. It just is. And, if Doge goes back down to test 26 cents, that low from December 20th, it wouldn't be weird at all. That we'd be looking for structures to develop at way lower levels, 17, 18, 22 cents. So we could take longs, but we don't have structures yet. There's nothing really to do here. Remember, there was the trade setup posted in October. I think it was October 10th, the engulfing candle, or 11th, October 11th. Yeah, all the targets were hit and exceeded, and now we're waiting for new structures to develop like this so we can go long again with an edge. But for now, that is not really what you want to see if you want higher prices in the short term. This is the price action you receive normally before you see lower prices in the short term. Okay, and then Doge, all right. What's Bitcoin Cash doing? Well, see, here's the thing, man. Like, it would just be nice. We don't know if we're gonna get 372. We don't know if we're gonna get a complete M shape, but we would want that so we can apply the framework, so we can have an increased probability of a particular outcome, which would be up. We would want this. If we could help it, we would get this. That would be an actionable trade setup easily. That would increase your probability of going way higher by a lot. I mean, these harmonics, ask Chat GBT about harmonics. Ask Google about harmonics. If they're identified properly, they meet the criteria, especially after that type 2 return, they have 70% chance of playing out, okay? So if that's true, then why wouldn't we just wait for the patterns to complete? Because it's incomplete, obviously. And then why don't we get a form of confirmation, and if we could get it at that key support resistance. Remember, this was a trade setup posted October 3rd to 5th, I can't remember the exact date. Hit all 3 targets of the setup. There was a 4th target it would have hit too. And now we're correcting, and corrections happen. But the altcoins typically 88% retrace from their previous major lows because they're scams. They're traded and then they are dumped. And then Composite Man creates new discernible patterns for us to long again, for him to long again, for his trading floor to long again. He has a legion of traders. They fulfill his orders, they do his bidding. Okay. Since we're in real power hour for Wall Street, let's take a gander at S&P, man. Oof. They pulled it back today. It was a gap down, but man, since it was such a joke of a gap, you figure that gap's gonna fill at some point, maybe sooner rather than later. It's off the lows, but yeah, kind of broke a demand line. I'm not really that concerned about it, but yeah, that's what we're asking. It's like, what will this attempted rally give us? So far, it's a lower high than the previous high. In fact, it's really this high right here. It's pretty much tested as resistance. That's not really great. Damn, man, chat, y'all telling me like the only people contributing to the stream were hate tippers? That's crazy, man. Like, what did I do? That's wild. Yeah, I just don't really, below 600, 584. That's how we're gonna close to the weekly. How's the weekly gonna close? Well, we have this big time channel. Yeah, just big time channel here. You're just skating along that heart line, the midpoint of this uptrend. If they break it though, you can clearly see a lot of downside, and it wouldn't be weird, right? I mean, if things get bad in the next weeks, months, come down, test a couple levels, you test the horizontal line, support resistance from July and August, you come test the demand line again, the oversold threshold of this uptrend. There you go. You're just, but for now, you haven't broken the heart line. You're just at it, testing it. So that's where we are. Dow Jones Industrial Average after that evening star follow through even more, just kind of sideways this week. Not really a great candle. Indecision after the drawdown. So I mean, come down to 41.4 for a test. There's no edge, there's no framework that can be applied here for a strategic long. Nah. Cool though, all right. Here is your NASDAQ composite. I mean, at a 414, reacted bearish and golden candle, not too much follow through. But someone could say it's almost like a bullish inside bar. That'd be insane, dude. That'd be just crazy. Okay, not going to be lower than last week, which is good. You don't want follow through after a bearish and golden candle the next week, so we didn't get it. Good. IWM, that's an indecision candle. Really, not very strong at all. Could just continue down. I would think 213, 209 for a test would be all right. That's a lot of support resistance, man. I figure they'd make plenty of sense to go test this zone down here, man. To test this? Why not? It makes sense. Small caps. Go test it. I'll read a little chat. Just got through the index funds. Well, there really just haven't been, there hasn't been much opportunity for trading over the Christmas holidays, man. You had your chance, man. It really re-kicked off in September for good actionable entries, and they've all been concluding.
Maybe you shouldn't be such a Debbie Downer getting squeezed during the holidays. We like bull market happy vibes, not doom and gloom. Depressing bear market. 0.04115025 LTC.
Yeah, say whatever you want, dude. Nice troll. I mean, it's cute. Real cute, dude. Real cute. This is what you get for going live from your hotel. Okay, on vacation. On Fridays, with the market open still. Yikes. Let's look at that VIX. Okay, so the VIX up 12%. It was up 20%. Not really that big a deal, to be real. Can't really do anything here, man. It's just so reactive.
Hi Mitch, can you check HBAR for me? Thanks.
Thanks, dude. We'll do it. Did you say HBAR? Yeah, HBAR. Let's go to it now. Whatever. Get it over with. Done 2%. Okay. Didn't really do crap, really, did it? That pattern didn't really manifest into anything. Yeah, that happened, dude. Up here, trying to make sense of the consolidation, and it broke down and then didn't hold, then rallied, and has just kind of turned into something else. Hello, what is it doing? Yeah, so still above 26.6 cents. That's a real big level, but they're not really going anywhere. They're not doing anything that's, you know, here's the highest high. Here's a lower high than this side. Then these highs, both these highs are lower than this high and this high. So kind of neutral, but you're not seeing more than before, really. You're so elevated that I just can't really get excited about HBAR up here, because you're just paying stupid premium after a run you missed, right? I mean, like, it was straight up November 5th, man. And then HBAR proceeds to go up about 1,000% in 26 days. 1,000% in 26 days. What do you want? Like, so you're trying to still mess around with it? It's like, you can try, but you're just, there are other assets to look at that are probably going to have more upside potential than something like this. I'm not excited about the lower highs now. But yeah, at the same time, if you're above 26.6 cents, you're okay. You just got to think eventually, yeah, this level here, if they break that, man, that's where you're going way lower. 20 cents, 18 cents on deck easily. Okay, it's just a big level. So you're asking about it, so I'm just telling you there's no structure here that looks like great for a swing trade, and just know, like, if you break the 26.6 cent level, you're asking for way lower prices, okay? That's all I got for you on HBAR, man. Like, 1,000% in 26 days. It's just, what can you do? That's it. That was it, man. And down here, there were many assets, maybe not HBAR itself. I mean, it was a nice fake out before the breakout, but man, there were many assets down there at the same time that had great setups, and they didn't make 1,000%, but they went up 200 to 500%. They were great. Miroslav, thanks, dude, again, for the year. Corrections happen in uptrends, chat. Sorry if you're new and you don't understand what a correction is. Okay, so yeah, HBAR sideways, neutral, but tremendous downside potential if they start putting us through a correction. This thing is a 16 cents. That you might be looking for an inverse head and shoulders to develop, an ascending triangle, some spring back tests to occur down here. Just up here, it's like, dang, man, they are distributing. Someone's offloading. I'm sorry, they are offloading with the lower highs than the confirmed lower high, but you're still holding up, so it's not over yet. All right, okay, cool, dude. Let's go with Mag 7. Let's go from worst to best. Tesla down 5.5%. Putting in a lower high here. Looking for a $400 test again. And if that doesn't hold, you go for a moderate common retrace, not a big deal. I wonder if they're going to break 400 or not. I mean, they could just defend it, consolidate there. But yeah, after such a face-melting run, there's just not anything to do. You know, if you're a part of this community, there were many different things to do over and over and over again. But now, like up here, it's just not for the swing trader. It's just the investor who's made a lot of money, and like, yeah, your upside, you could still have a little more upside. $500 1272. They almost took it there. 489 all-time high. So yeah, just cooling off after a godlike run. NNOX is great, man. Unreal setup. Sent it to my hedge fund bros today. They also thought it was very interesting. It has shades of QBTS trade setup. It's a weaker version of ACHR a little bit. So Tesla down, you know, it doesn't even look like it, but 5.5%. Wow. Yesterday it was down 4.69. I mean, what is it down on the week? It's only down, I mean, it's technically up 1.95%. Just indecision at all-time highs. Wow. Spectacular. I hope it keeps going. And it, who's short? I think Bill Gates is like short on Tesla. So I hope it continues higher. Nvidia. Here's your weekly. Well, the weekly, man, is really concerning. Triple bearish divergence. I mean, yeah, I mean, just, or standard bearish divergence RSI. The MACD histogram is definitely showing divergence. And then just look at the way it's about to close the week. I mean, that's a really nice bullish pin bar. They technically gave follow through this week, but that right there, it's not really the weekly. That's bad on the weekly, but the daily is starting to just turn into, we discussed this yesterday, where, okay, it was a momentum shifting structure. It's now shifted, and with the new price action, the new data has turned into a classic distribution structure. 3 falling peaks. And unfortunately, on the third peak, the old all-time high from June has flipped to resistance again. And what happened when it was resistance there? It took you down to 118. I think that would be the target if this actually caught follow through. If we had a drawdown, that'll be your target down there. So just pay attention to Nvidia, okay? They pretty much filled a gap too. But yeah, I mean, until you're breaking above 140 and then 145, 146, I don't know how you could really say you have a technical argument for a long right now. It would just be you'd be rolling the dice big time because the structures and the technicals are giving you some bad looks right now. All right. Microsoft down 2%. Yikes, man. Thought it was going to be a contender, right? Thought we were going to hold that 430, 433 level. They had done it already. They successfully did it. But now marking down, you know, going for the 200-day moving average again. I guess really, since the support's breaking, that's not great. 420 could be on deck. If they don't hold that, man, you just better hope that wherever this sell-off concludes, it's a higher low than 411 because that is discernible. And that's how, you know, trends reverse when you start taking out previous discernible swing lows. You got 406, 411 there. So you got some downside leeway for the trend, but yeah, really disappointing that they were unable to hold up that big key support resistance of 430, 433 today. Yeah, unfilled gap though, so there could be some, you could have some solace in that. You think that would probably fill. They love filling gaps, man. All the gaps are filled. They always fill. So, like no volume today on the dump. Just a sell-off, man. Okay, going for the lowest daily candle close since November 29th. Ugh, good. Amazon, after hitting that 1618, you know, it's down 1.72%. It's really not that big a deal. Maybe putting in a local lower high. And lots of unfilled gaps here to the downside. So any of those filling would be normal. What's the weekly going to look like? So I guess you had a bearish engulfing candle last week. You're catching fall through this week on Amazon. Unfilled gap on the weekly, 208, 207.87. I think that's going to fill. Maybe this is how it starts. Google down 1.67%, nothing really. I mean, here's your weekly, nothing to look at, just sideways, a couple weeks in a row, low volume holidays, daily. It's very similar to Amazon. Remember, the third target of this trade setup posted in late October was 200. 200's hit, and it's now, the buyers are unable to rally and test it again for now. So unfilled gap down at 175, that could be a target short term. Apple down 1.5% after yesterday, day before, 4 in a row, 4 days in a row of all-time highs. Yeah, finally broke that little streak, but who cares? I mean, it's just up testing the 1414. You'd think there's a little bit more upside just to complete this wave structure, a 1.618 up around 262. Weekly, how's the, oh my God, the weekly looks great.
Dollar GMT on weekly E, taking profits here but weekly still looks prime.
So Charizard, GMT, hey GMT man, that was a crazy 33% pump today. Back to target 1. Yeah, we can look at it. Once we look at Meta, this is the Mag 6, Mag 7 be after Meta. So yeah, just, this is crazy, right? Yeah, eventually this is gonna end with a red candle, so just don't know when. Then Meta / Facebook, yikes. So, man, that $600 level, it was breached, it was up thrusted, and then it was recaptured by sellers, and now it is formally being regarded as resistance. Not really great price action. Someone would say bullish inside bar maybe, but it's kind of negated with the price action to the $600 level. So definitely bearish divergence on the MACD histogram. As you can see, a high, then the slightly higher high, lower levels. So that's like buyer exhaustion on the weekly. I would believe it. These things have gone crazy for a long time, non-stop insanity. So yeah, all right. GMT. Sheesh. Remember, this was an active trade setup that hit target 1 really fast. Target 1 was 22 plus cents, right? Then they dumped it, it round tripped back to entry levels and has now run straight back up in 2 days, back to target 1 of the setup. If they ever broke that, then you'd have 40-cent target on deck. Maybe you could say 30 cents and then 40 cents. But yeah, this is like long-term, probably good for way higher prices. Just saying. Like a lot of the alts are too. But remember, we were talking about the M shapes and IMX, and a couple others have already gotten to this, right? They got here. It's the 886. It's like, oh, they round tripped after target one. DYDX round tripped after target one, and the setup got hit. So you hit the M shape completion zone, the 886, and then bam, right back up. So we're just hoping for that on others. Remember, DYDX up 7%, but we're still, has not hit an 886. We would prefer 114 for a fresh trade, for a fresh long, but hey, you may never get it. It's fine. Target one of the setup was 270, hit that, and then literally completely collapsed. GMT, oh, you want GMT on the weekly? Sure. The weekly. Mega bullish engulfing candle being painted. We got two days, 4 hours, so I'm not really, who knows. It could be the flavor of the day. It could dump so hard when the new day occurs. These things tend to happen, so it's up against resistance. That's it. It will remain a potential bullish engulfing candle until they take prices below 19.6 cents. I mean, it's all about that 22.6 cent level. If they can break that, I feel pretty confident in a lot higher levels, but that's the problem. They can't break it yet, so you probably want to have your alert set above 22.6 cents. Okay. Yeah, let's look at MicroStrategy. Not gonna like it, chat. It's completely decoupled from Bitcoin. Completely. Very bad. Starting on the weekly here. Got some alerts set up. Downside. Going for the lowest weekly candle close since November 4th. That's the target. 273.70, 271. That is the target, chat. I wouldn't even look. I mean, you don't look at this, meaning like I wouldn't even think about a long ever on MicroStrategy right now until that gap fills. And the lower we go, the more the price action remains like this, the higher my confidence is in a gap fill happening. Because you had that nasty bearish engulfing candle. You're catching tremendous follow through. 13 minutes until this weekly candle is cemented. And that means downside potential on MicroStrategy is about 17% from here. 420 psychological resistance, yeah. The daily tells some more, gives you more data. The confirmation high, one time at 420, the second time. Yeah, and the problem is 12 minutes and change until the violation of the old all-time high from the year 2000. You are about to close the week and the day back below the old 2000 all-time high. Do you see it, chat? It's right there. That's not
Mitch,
really great.
Can you take a look at the stock KULR technology group, please?
Technology.
Thank you, Mitch.
Ariza, thank you for the 25. Cooler. Sure, we'll do it right now. Not much to really look at, huh? Dude, there was a time, a 113 shark. Wow. Nothing to do, man. But time to take profit, I'll tell you that. If you own this, man, congratulations, profit taking time. Why not? You're failing to break the 2018 old all-time high. You broke it, but you up-thrusted, and you're about to close the week in 11 minutes and change below it. So, I mean, sure, it could keep going, but who are you? Are you trading, or are you just like gambling? You just hoping for higher prices? I mean, that's That's an incredible run from 28 cents. Shoot, 10 cents, 11 cents from the PRZ of the shark to $5 and got to 5.45. I mean, thank you, dude, for the contribution, but you know, like, there's no action to take. There's nothing we can do. The ACHR down a little bit today, but yeah, it hit fresh $11+. Super gloomy over here in Atlanta, but you know, the thing is, man, I like it. I like it because I don't get much of it in Miami. The weather in the wintertime in Miami is very predictable, very, it's just boring. There's just not much, it just doesn't change. Weather temperature is the same, there's no clouds, there's no rain, it's just nothing every day. So when I come up here and it's overcast and it's raining and it's cold, I like that. Really. So you MicroStrategy, then there's MSTU, okay? This is the two-time levered ETF of MicroStrategy that is down 8.3% today, but it was down more. It did at the lows of the day hit its lowest level since November 8th. They're just right now kind of trying to, Wojciechowski talks about gap fills, the levels, about 18% of the time they can be regarded as support or resistance. So I guess that's just what's kind of going on right now. It's a level in the sand for MSTU. I don't know. I guess like if it keeps going lower, because we know MicroStrategy is very 17% off its own gap fill. If MicroStrategy was to run down to that level, I would imagine that MSTU is probably at 625 at that point, probably way lower. So what a run, man. I can't even believe it. I had no idea that selling up here was I mean, you know, the next day, one more day it went up higher, then it crashed. But that was the day I was scared. Got out, just ejector seat. And little did I know that this asset, MSTU calls, would be down 62% in 37 days from the exit. Holy crap, man. Just unreal. Crazy, crazy. Rule of 3, oh my God, it's the third time. It's the 127, or it's the 1414 on MicroStrategy. Just got to be done, man. Coinbase, why not? Perhaps you heard of it? Coinbase Global. Going for the lowest. We got 8 minutes, 44 seconds till the lowest daily close since November 7th, just a few days after the election.
Mitch, been here since 21. Thanks for sharing your knowledge. Happy New Year, 0.00052901 BTC.
Wow. Billy's 3289. Thank you so much for the $49.90 contribution, the Bitcoin contribution. Wow, really appreciate them, man. Thank you for sticking around for all this time. Yeah, 2021 was another crazy year too, right? A lot of the same psychotic stuff, right? You had JPEGs of rocks going for $1 million. This time around, we got trashy rednecks, you know, creating scams called Hawk Tua, you know, I mean, a different flavor of the same crap. And then, you know, the thing is, back then you had similar corrections. I mean, Bitcoin had a 30% correction in 3 days in the long-term uptrend, and then it took about 17 days to finish consolidating before it ran up 100% in a month. So we're just going through something like that right now, and it's not even near as bad as what we saw in 2021. That's what's crazy, and people are freaked out. So it's holding up. I mean, for now, look what you're doing. You're just freaking Chop City, man. Chop City. Anything above $92,000 is okay. If you're above 99K, we're golden, dude. For way higher prices, it's just you just chop them, man. Altcoins continuing to bleed out, but not today. They're doing kind of okay today. It's kind of crazy, finally. So yeah, Coinbase not doing too hot. Again, going for the lowest level, lowest daily close in what, 7 weeks? Almost 7 weeks? Oof. From its highs, Coinbase off its all-time tweezer top, by the way. Nice tweezer top. Coinbase down 24% in 22 days off the highest high of the run since the election. No fun there. And look how, you know, serious this level is. This is not a joke, man. To lose 261 on Coinbase would be really bad. I mean, technically speaking, your target would certainly be, I mean, either the 200 moving average at 230 or 214. So if they ever broke this 261 level, you could say that the downside potential just for the next level is about 20%, 19.5%. So you want to hold on to that. Unfortunately, there's a gap down here, November 5th at 195 that is unfilled. Ugh. Yeah, man. It's the hangover. Too much eggnog. Miners, man. Whew. Good God. Wolf breaking supports at 612. Going for its lowest daily close since October 18th. Got a lot more downside, Chad, unfortunately. 449, 402 on deck for Wolf, and that'd be an 88% retrace from the low to high. Could complete an M shape, but unfortunately, man, the miners ran out of time before Bitcoin began its correction. Bitcoin's correction, down 15%. Oh no. No, not even quite 15%. 15% at its lowest point in December 20th. It was down like 13% or something. So, but yeah, the miners acting like Bitcoin's down 40%, you know. Sad. Riot. Confirmation low now is pretty much invalid. I think the target now is 986, 942. That was weak, very weak price action. Now you had confirmation high. So, yeah, waiting for, you know, an unfilled, this gap's gonna fill. All right, it seems very likely that we're gonna see a 968 gap fill, chat. SDIG, shoot, dude. I mean, you're okay above 361, but dude, just that weak performance is very concerning. When you have the structure, when the structure plays out, but it just doesn't perform well, that's it. We're gonna have to wait for something else. A new structure to develop, because that's not it. That is not a winner. That's not how it's supposed to go. Patterns like that, when the markets are right, they take you to 771, 937, 1250. This is already done. I mean, you're already trading below that zone, lowest level since August 20th. And if Bitcoin continues to correct, we're going to 92K. That's going to 361 and lower. Sadly, Marathon, dude, just that shooting star, man. The shooting star, a bearish abandoned baby combination, and now look at it. Marathon below the support, about to close the weekly. Look, you're about to close below the 200-day simple moving average. The gap fill target 1626 now. Okay, new data's coming in, looking real bad. Head and shoulder, Momo shift, right? Yep, that's your target on Marathon, 1637. Crap. BTBT, whew. That bearish back test really was the killer. The key level was up-thrusted, then back tested the up-thrust, then broke the demand line. It's been selling off and doesn't look good. Anything below 344, my God, man. Bearish engulfing candle gonna be confirmed in 2 minutes, 37 seconds. I guess 293 if they don't hold that, then 250, then shoot, man, 234. It's like each swing low at a time might be a support. So yeah, they're just failure to launch, man. Bitcoin, you ran out of time. Well, what's sad is like a lot of times the Bitcoin was pumping, they weren't really rallying with it. So Bitfarms, crap, man, just fake out. They filled the gap, lower high, below the 200, now just completely invalidated a structure. Your target right here is probably 126, 104. HUT, and that upsloping consolidation, hitting a resistance and failing to hit it again. I would think probably 1827. Yeah, you are breaking below a key resistance today, support, July 2023. I'd buckle up, man. 1827's on deck, unfilled gap at 1690. Yeah, these Bitcoin miners, I think you're getting the gist of it. They are cooked, unfortunately. Yep, they look good. But then the bid stopped. Yeah, and like there's still like, you know, an argument, you know, something like BTBT. It's just, it's not over yet. I mean, like they're taking it lower on the weekly, but doesn't mean it's dead. I mean, 238 is the previous discernible swing low. So it's just pulling an altcoin, doing what the altcoins are doing. This 200-week moving average is unbeatable. It is undefeated. Yikes. Man, it looks so good. December 2nd too, right? The first daily or first weekly candle close above the 200-week moving average literally ever, and then it was over. So that's some false signals. That's some bad stuff right there, man. All right. Here we go, chat. The final seconds of the week for the New York Stock Exchange. 15 seconds. If you're enjoying this Friday afternoon power hour stream, hit that like button, that bell. So thank you so much for being here. You could be anywhere. Yeah, dude. This typically I don't really do these because it's kind of dead.
Hi Mitch, can you check STORJ and SIN?
Arhan, thank you, dude. Go Beans. Welcome to Skyrim. There it is, chat. Jesus chimes in your head. Just play the Jesus chimes, okay? Excellent. The weekly is closed. Maybe bullish in subbar. They just tested that heart line of the channel. Nice. Storage. Well, storage hit that resistance for a second time and just collapsed, man. Storage. Is it dead? No, not dead. They might even type 2 return it on the weekly. They might just be like, screw it. They could do that, man. And then it'd be like, wow, there's type 1, and now here's type 2. They take it down 32 cents again. Max pain. Get back to that key level, and then it'd be actionable again. You could take longs down there. But for now, I don't know. Yeah, they took it up to 75 cents once, then twice, and it was like, oh, they confirmed the top there. Contact. Cutting my eye right now. Wow. Yeah, just sitting above this 44 cent level. Just not. It's up 0.8% today. A lot of alts are up a lot more. Bearish and golden candle 2 weeks ago caught follow through, and now you're just sitting here, not really catching any bids. Confidence level in the short term is not really there. But again, maybe we'd luck out. Things got, if Bitcoin, just think about it, Bitcoin went to make just one of those common retraces or whatever, went to 87K, 85K, man, this would probably happen. You'd probably get a wonderful type 2 down here, and this would be the level. If you could help it. And just for the sake of SYN, you're just right back, man. Lost 50% of its value after it hit that 104 and even more, I guess. But just up against this key support, you better hope it holds. You just pray Bitcoin is done, you know, selling off. That's all we can hope for, because these altcoins are so cooked in the short term. And they look like, some of them look like, oh my God, like Tezos and Cardano and Chainlink. I mean, they're like almost implying that Bitcoin's going lower, but we don't know that. But we're just saying the structures are so textbook on them. But hey, they're, you know, Bitcoin being down today, they're doing fine. Like, shoot, dude, Cardano's up, man, a lot today. So you just hope that 43 cents holds long enough again, and that's going to require Bitcoin not collapsing. So, but look at this, man. Look at this stuff on Cardano. Well, it was up more. That's not even good, man. It was up like 5%. It was at 91 cents. But now, what are you doing? This is so awful, man. Because what they did yesterday, it was the lowest daily candle close confirmed since November 21st. Okay, you saw, and the violation of the key support resistance from history. But today, what they're doing is they're rallying it, and they're really just, for the first time since the violation, of the level, they are reconfirming the level's validity as resistance. That's this move today. This is that 5% rally. It's only up 3.25% now. So that's such a pretty looking structure, momentum shifting structure. And you're pretty much, this gray zone is virtually the neckline of the head and shoulders. So you're witnessing negative price action correlation to that neckline. If you're a buyer, if you're a seller, this is positive price action correlation, because they are now, look, it was support in November 26th, support December 9th and 10th, but now it's being broken and is now being regarded as resistance when it was once support and support. So that is unless if it all stayed the same or equal in the next 2 hours, 55 minutes, that would be confirmation. And the downside potential is a lot. Even for what it is right now, downside potential 22 to 26, all the way to 35% downside, and it'd be fine. Like, do you understand? Like, you go down 30% in value after the 250, 300% rally off the lows of the election, and it's fine. The only people that are saying I'm being bearish, these clowns don't even know what markets are. They don't even know what a trend is. You go through a healthy correction and go retest key levels from history, then we start looking for bullish reversal patterns to develop there, along with favorable price action correlation to those levels, and then we can construct a viable trading plan. But right now, it's still sit on your hands and wait kind of situation. Heck, dude, I mean, there's a way that someone could almost just like construct a bearish trading plan with a stop probably at 95 cents and let this thing roll over to 64, 56 cents and take profit there. I mean, someone could do that. Like, they can actually manage their risk pretty well with a short on Cardano. And yeah, man, if it hits your stop loss, okay, you're out. You no longer have a reason to be short on the asset because it's recapturing all these levels. Does that make sense? The few people watching, I guess, right now, man? They're just watching the Birmingham Bowl. Hey man, that's where I'm from, the Birmingham Bowl. Yeah, so Chainlink's got the same situation where it's just a no-brainer on, like, and it's down. And we talked about it had 20% downside yesterday just to go to the neckline of the potential head and shoulders. I mean, this is beautiful price action. I love it. It's at the lows of the day. Fantastic, man. Go down to the 16s, the 13s. Go test those levels and then construct a bullish reversal pattern. But for now, man, you're either short or doing nothing. There's no argument for a long on Chainlink right now or Cardano. There just isn't. I'm sorry. Okay, we've been live now for 1 hour and 6 minutes. I don't know how much longer I'll be here. When there's no hype, when it's dead, it's kind of my oxygen, man. Chat is my oxygen. The more chat, the more oxygen I have to breathe, therefore the longer I'm able to stream. What just happened? Why did that message get hidden, chat? What the mods? What are you doing?
Gotta head out now. Safe travelers back, Mitch. Let's hit the like and sub.
What's up, SoFlow Mike, man? Thanks to 5. All right, man. Well, I hope you have a great weekend. The weekend before New Year's. So we get double weekend pretty much. Thank you. Thank you, man. Dump this S, chat. Dump this S to the abyss because it looks ready to. Doesn't look prettier than that. You know what you love about this one? The lower high on the right shoulder than the left shoulder. It signifies weakness, lack of demand. Stronger head and shoulders argument. Music stopped, didn't it? Yep, sure did. Litecoin, the same unfavorable price action we are getting. So yesterday was bad because the bearish engulfing candle at the top of that zone, right? But today is even worse because now we have confirmation. You broke it yesterday. Today you're confirming the break. Downside potential, it takes you all the way back down to $86 for that test of that swing low from December 20th. You get that on Litecoin? It's just a bleak and somber short-term look. 15% downside on Litecoin. Bitcoin only has to go down probably like 5% for it to happen, you know, like. So until price action correlation to these levels changes, it's just not good. Look, I mean, look what they did here when it was tested as resistance. It rolled over all the way down. Oh, look where it went. Pretty much the same level. I mean, that's your target. 87 bucks, 88 bucks. Yeah, man, these alts, dude. Not exciting. I mean, exciting for, I mean, looks like sellers. Looks like they're just kind of implying more selling gonna come in, but you don't know. How's VeChain? VeChain's not really, oh, dang, dude, you know what? Shoot, man, look at this. See the swing high from February? The candle closes February, look at this. April, that's real bad, man. Anything below 51 cents, this just means it is probable you're going to go at least go test 3.9 cents again. Okay, so VeChain looks like it's got about 16% downside in it, minimum. But in the end, these things tend to full-on retrace the 88%. I mean, you could see a 2.8 cent VeChain and it would be awesome. It'd be great. Yeah, ApeCoin up 5% today. It's hanging in there. I mean, it round tripped, right? Hit target one of the trade setup and it was back to the entry. That's wild. You know, target one of trade setup, then heads back and hits the entry of the trade setup back to that key. And if you're above $1, you're okay. It is very close to not being okay because I wouldn't. There is an argument to not own ApeCoin below $1. There is an argument. Okay, just letting you know. But for now, you're okay. Yep, you're fine. 123. Bonds, yeah. Here's your, oh my God, chat. This is so bad on the TLT, 20-year Treasury bond ETF. Oh my, something's real bad. This is breaking level of all levels, 2009, 2010, 2011. Resistance 2003, resistance 2002. Oh my God, the smell. And then look how it started. The dark cloud cover, the godlike dark cloud cover at key resistance. The gap down, the run, and look at it now, man. Oh my God, the lowest daily candle close on the TLT since November 6, 2023. Unfilled gap at 85 bucks. I'd figure that's your target. That's the target. My God. Very bad, boys. Very bad. Wow. Holy crap, man. And then they like back tested the support resistance as resistance before rolling over at the close of the lows of the day. Yields rising in this environment? What? Oh my God, something's breaking, man. They're cutting interest rates, chat. Cutting interest rates and yields are rising. Highest daily candle close on the US 20-year yield since May 1st, 2024, this year. Major double bottom, long-term uptrend. Oh my God, man. Better have your alerts set up above 4.98%. We're cutting interest rates and the yields, the interest rates keep going up. What? So think about that, like, you know, the consequence of that, like you being a homeowner or something like that, or you're looking to buy a home and they're cutting rates because things are just unsustainable, debt's unserviceable at high rates, and sorry, you keep getting quotes from mortgage companies and they're like, well, sorry, our interest rates are continuing to rise. Make it make sense. Also, US 10-year. .627%, highest daily candle close since May 1st. Same thing. Kind of breaking a resistance. Wow, man. Long-term uptrend, supply line broke. Yeah, I mean, you might be headed back to 5% again. I think this is a dysfunctional market behavior, right? This isn't how it should be running. Something going on, as Trump would say. Correct. Something going on. It's probably not good, man. Probably not good at all. Silver had a bad day today. Yeah, but we don't like this, man, right? Look what they did. 29.81, that resistance has flipped and been regarded as resistance, a big rollover. Yeah, I think you got a lot of downside here. Silver might be cooked in the short term, and looking cooked in the short term. Lower high on the right shoulder, the left shoulder. And it's very real. Head and shoulder pattern, neckline. That's pretty much the neckline. I would consider that a neckline. Close enough to it. You're testing it. This is like you're below the 200 moving average for the first freaking time since March. Yeah, man, I think you got tons of downside if this is real, okay? Okay, well, Chad, I did all I could, man, but it's just dead today. I gave it my best. All right. So thanks to likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. I hope y'all have a great weekend, and we'll just reconvene later. So until next time, respect the TA.